Hey guys, what is up? This is Nathan Davis Media once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw, and this time it is going to be on The Gentleman. Now, The Gentleman follows American expat Mickey Pearson, played by Matthew McConaughey, who built a highly profitable marijuana empire in London. When word gets out that he's looking to cash out of the business forever, it triggers plots, schemes, bribery, and blackmail in an attempt to steal his own domain out from under him. Now, this film is directed by Guy Ritchie, who is known for making some pretty divisive films, including both the Sherlock Holmes movies, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., last year's Aladdin, and King Arthur and the Sword. I think that's what it's called. And this film is pretty divisive too. He's known for making a lot of like I said, divisive films, and this is definitely one of them. I feel like this is not going to be a film for everyone. For one thing, though, it was way different than I thought it would be. Like, I did not know what to expect going into The Gentleman. I didn't see that many trailers for the movies. Also, I know I'm wearing the same shirt from yesterday. Don't worry, I'm going to change it. But this film was actually really... I really enjoyed this movie. Like, really. I saw this movie with my mom, and we both saw Dolittle. We really did not like it, but... this definitely made up for that. I thought this was kind of a clever film, actually. The movie feels like it's a bunch of different stories mixed into one, and near the end of the film, I feel like they're just trying to tie in really together. And that's one thing I really appreciated the most about this movie. One of the things I can say about this movie is the writing is absolutely spot on. It is really entertaining to listen to. And there's just so many, like, F-bombs and throughout, and... there's a lot of cursing in this. Like, there are like 40 uses of the C word, and I'm not, and it's probably the most I ever heard, like, ever in a film like this. At the same time, the movie kind of confused me a little bit, and the way it builds up towards the end, which obviously I'm not gonna do what most people would intend to do. But for the most part, you know, it requires multiple viewings in order to you to fully understand it. Because for the most part, I mean, I was entertained by the film. You know, I thought it had really clever dialogue, and I thought the premise of the movie was pretty clever, and I liked the direction that Guy Ritchie took. But, you know, the way it ties in together, like, you know, here's the thing. The movie just had me, like, you know, kind of wondering, like, entirely what's happening throughout this entire film. Like, it makes me feel like they're actually trying to make a movie here, but, you know, for the most part, it feels like it's actually happened before, like it's kind of based on a true story. No, this movie's not based on a true story. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying, like, if you watch the movie, then you might understand what I'm talking about. But, you know, it's kind of hard to give away stuff here, and that's something that I really wasn't expecting because... and my mom's vacuuming. You know, maybe that should be a running gag for my channel, like... there are so many times where I get interrupted that immediately you have to say what's happening, then I just jump cut. But anyways, overall, The Gentleman was a really fun time. And for a release in January, that is pretty impressive. So far, not too bad of a year for... I mean, sure, there were 3 movies that came out this month that I thought were absolute crap. But this wasn't one of them. The movie was well paced, it was entertaining, the writing was really good. It can be confusing at some parts, but all in all, it ties in together to make it, for the most part, rewatchable, and maybe it'll get better on multiple viewings. And all in all, pretty damn good. So yeah, and probably one of Guy Ritchie's better films. I mean, I enjoyed The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and I enjoyed the first 2 Sherlock Holmes films, and I think there's a 3rd movie on the way. I'm not sure if he's directing it. He might be, but all in all, you know, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going to give The Gentleman a 4 out of 5. I know, that's kind of surprising, actually. I was thinking of giving it a 3.5, but, you know, it'll kind of get better the more that it gets to me. But, you know, for the most part, it's a 4 out of 5, and I really think it deserves that rating, for the most part. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.